Um, as far as the 49ers season overview, man, it's been an incredible year. It's definitely been a roller coaster
Yeah.
season. Obviously, heading into the season, it was all about number five Trey Lance, starting and
Yep.
and getting his opportunity. Unfortunately, he got hurt in the second game of the season against the Seahawks.
Mhm.
And hey, we got Jimmy G, and that's another thing that was
Yep.
with this offseason. Do we sign Jimmy G? Do we trade him? Do we release him? And fortunately, we ended up keeping him because he got us. He kept us steady. He kept us
Mhm.
steady. I'll say that Jimmy G did. And then Jimmy G gets hurt.
Yep.
So now we are on our third string quarterback. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. Obviously, he's had an incredible season. The
Mhm.
guy has his jersey in the Hall of Fame. It's just an incredible Cinderella story. I swear a movie will be made about Brock Purdy, and he's continuing to impress not only his teammates, the fans. I mean, they're already selling Brock Purdy jerseys,
Mhm.
and I think the person that he's impressed the most is Kyle Shanahan. It seems like with Kyle Shanahan's play calling, he believes in Brock. He's not going to take the ball away from Brock, like kind of like what he did with Jimmy G several times throughout the playoffs. Brock Purdy, he struggled a little bit last week against Seattle,
Mhm.
and Shanahan's continued to allow him to throw and make plays with his right arm, and that's what he continues to do. Obviously, throughout the season, there's been a ton of injuries on both sides of the ball. Losing our starting corner Emmanuel Mosley, losing Jason Barrett to season-ending injuries. I told you earlier about Elijah Mitchell. So we've dealt with injuries, and to end the season on a 10-game winning streak is incredible.
Yeah.
The Chiefs really turned our season around. I would say, well, three people. The Kansas City Chiefs, because they mollywopped us, right? They
Yeah.
beat us pretty bad.
Mhm.
um, you know, John Lynch pulling off, I think, one of the greatest in-season trades in 49er history, and you could even say in NFL history with
Top five trade.
getting Christian McCaffrey. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Now, there was a lot of talk during the season. Oh, we gave up too many picks for a running back, but he's just not a running back. This guy, all pro. I think he
Yeah.
was a Pro Bowl snub this year.
Definitely.
And pulling off that trade, getting CMC, it really revitalized this offense. And then, of course, number 13 under center.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he makes this offense much better. And we continue to see it, pretty much for the last, what, how many games? He played six
Probably
games so
5 or
far.
6. Yeah.
Yeah, he came in the second series of the Dolphins game, and the Finns weren't the same after they played the Niners. They haven't been the same. The
Yep.
Dolphins, but you could say that about a lot of teams. We had an interesting record. It was 0-15. The opponent who played us the previous week, the
Mhm.
next game they lost 0 and
Mm.
15. I never even heard of that stat
That's
before the
crazy.
49ers. So crazy stat. So
Yeah.
obviously our season. Oh, go ahead.
You know what's funny? The day after the game last year, I asked you, "What do you think about Jimmy G? Do you think he'll be on the team?" You said there's no chance he would be on the team. So I followed you guys during the offseason. I saw all the stories about he was working out on a separate field. He had to bring
Yep.
his brother
He did.
in.
He didn't even have a playbook.
Right.
Shanahan did not give him a playbook.
Yeah. And for him to have to come in and play and keep you guys afloat is just it's a crazy story. You never hear that in the NFL.
It speaks to Jimmy G's professionalism. Like, obviously he's not the greatest quarterback, we know that, but
Yeah.
it speaks to his professionalism, and the guys in the locker room really like him. And when he was called in to play, he was ready to play. Fortunately, he already knew the playbook, but there were a lot of factors with that Jimmy G. Obviously, he had the
Mhm.
injury. He had the big cap number, which teams didn't really want to trade for. So fortunately, Jimmy G and his representation were willing to basically restructure the contract, and Jimmy was able to start some games for us and keep us afloat. So, but I think winning 11 straight games, the 49ers are definitely the hottest team in the NFL right now.
Mhm.
I think the defense is still number one. We've given up more points than we're used to in the regular season in the last few games, but the difference is this 49ers offense has really, they've stepped it up. They're on another level right now. Uh, Throughout the season, the defense was the one carrying the team. And now it seems like it's the offense, and the offense is fully healthy at this point. I mean, you look at we got Mitchell back, we got Debo back, CMC's healthy. Everyone pretty much along the offense is healthy. So
Mhm.
I think we are peaking at the right time, and I don't think there's another hotter team in the NFL. And I just want to mention, if there are any Cowboy fans out there who are watching, I appreciate you watching the stream. Make sure, if you haven't, make sure you follow Bluff City Cowboys on all social media platforms. He's got IG, Twitter, and YouTube. All of those links are in the description of this video. Make sure you check it out. And if the people in the chat are excited for 49ers and Cowboys playoff game, make sure you smash that like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to me as well.